Let me know when
What's
to
up,
start
what's up?
recording, loco.
We're live.
Yep, so
Start
local.
recording now.
Starting loco.
Start the local. I'll
Start
start
the
the
loco.
3, 2, 1.
Loco. Okay.
3, 2, 1.
3, 2, 1.
3, 2, 1. Hello and welcome to PS Best Friends episode 70 for the week of September 21st, 2018. We're dropping every Friday to give you the rundown on all the latest PlayStation and gaming news you could possibly need. I got a packed show this week, some fun stuff, some sad stuff. My name is Anthony Palm, and joining me as always, Chicago's prodigal son, Miguel Alvarez.
What's up, guys?
I feel like I tripped over saying the word Chicago. I don't know. Maybe it's that Bears defense.
Yeah, tripping everyone off.
And the Brooklyn bad boy, Jeffrey Mizrahi. That was like, I made that up just now, too. It's not even like I didn't plan that.
Yeah, Mr. Steelers jumping the
very
fence
smooth.
too, huh?
Oh, dude, I don't even want.
Going with Bears.
Dude, Ryan Fitzpatrick. No, I'm gonna be a Vikings fan with my friend Jesse. Dude, Ryan Fitzpatrick is gonna murder the Steelers this weekend, and it's gonna make me cry. It's gonna be awful. Ryan Fitzpatrick is on a tear right now.
Yeah, we should stick with PlayStation news.
Yeah, I guess. What have you guys been playing? I have finally beaten Spider-Man. I am one trophy away from the platinum, and it
You're
is
getting in
the
today?
longest fucking platinum, or not longest platinum, longest like the trophy left to do, which is clean up all the crimes in every district, and there's just so many of them. The problem is that they just don't. They're not marked, and they just kind of spawn randomly. So it's like you just kind of got to keep swinging around. And I did a lot of them while I was playing the game, so it's not even like I was ignoring them as they popped up as I was playing. There's just so many of them. But if I had to give, I typically don't do scores for reviews. I mean, none of us really do. But I absolutely recommend it. I think it's one of the better Spider-Man stories I've ever really kind of experienced, because you can't really say read anything for it. But I really love it. There's a kind of an element to it that makes you kind of sad in a way, and it's kind of hard to say why without spoiling it. But once you play it, you kind of understand what I'm saying, where it's like Peter is kind of responsible for something. I'm not going to answer that. But
beaten it.
Oh,
And don't worry, listeners, that is not a spoiler.
that's he's
Isn't it?
making it up.
Maybe not.
Maybe no one dies.
I'm sure people died. I seen people die already.
But
In the
yeah,
game,
I mean,
the game.
I managed to beat the first act. Also, PS4 hard drive was broke. I ended up restoring it, but now the PS4 is in working condition. And also,
So how
fun
much
fact, if
Did
you
you had
are
to replay anything or no?
no, I just replay. I thought you said replay. About like 3 hours, but
Oh,
whatever.
not that bad.
Yeah, it wasn't that bad. But if you're looking to get a new hard drive on your PS4, Pro, Slim, whatever, I got the Seagate Fire CUDA 2 terabyte solid state hard drive. So it's an SSHD. It's a hybrid.
Internal or
wow,
external?
internal, yeah, internal.
I think I have a hybrid in my my not Pro. I have like the original PS4. I think I have a hybrid in that.
And I not instantly, but like once I was playing Spider-Man, once I actually got to there's a stealth mission very early on, like 2 hours in the museum. You know what I'm talking about?
Yep.
That
I really like that one. I
yeah,
like a lot of those sequences where it's like I can't really say what you do without spoiling it, but I like the sequences where you do what you do in that mission.
Yeah, but there was one moment that was a little too dark and whatever. It was annoying me, and I kept dying before the hard drive broke on my old hard drive, and it was even more annoying because the loading times were super long. Not really super long, but a little like extra, like 10 seconds. And then once I got up to that part with my new hard drive, I still was dying frequently, but
What difficulty are we playing on? Just amazing.
It was because I couldn't see where enemies were. Because like I don't know what it was, honestly, because like my brother walked in the room, he's like, wow, this is way darker than when I was playing. Maybe it was my TV. Either way,
I was gonna say I didn't recall having any issues with
no, just a personal thing. But
brightness.
the loading times were like half the speed, and because I remember distinctly them being long and then way shorter. So if you're looking to upgrade, the Fire CUDA SSHD is worth the money. $100, 2 terabytes, definitely worth it, especially if you're coming from a 500. But besides that, been playing tons of Destiny. This past weekend, the raid was finished, and in one of the coolest things that few MMOs have done before, World of Warcraft have done it. But when the first raid team, the first 6 people to beat the raid, after that happened, the whole world changed. The Dreaming City, the endgame area, totally changed. There's more Taken stuff, whatever it's related to the story. A new strike came that like kind of picks up on the raid story.
I'm hearing that that strike is better, the best strike from Destiny. Like overall.
It's a great strike.
And so that's available to everyone now, not just people who've beaten the raid.
Yeah, so the people beat the raid, and it made an effect
for
all players. Yeah,
yeah. When
like
I first
mini raid, right?
I thought that it was only for people that beat the raid, and I was like, "Fuck, I'm never gonna get to this."
Yeah, no,
but
like,
I like that they added it for everyone because I never would have gotten to it because I'll never beat the raid.
Yeah, in the strike,
at least not until next year's expansion when it's like easier to do it.
Yeah, for sure. In the strike, there are like mini raid mechanics, which like you've seen in strikes before, but like it kind of took from the raid.
Really plays off.
Like things had to be like learnt from the raid, like mechanics, and then like you use them. Which did get annoying because like these dudes I was just playing with in a match made strike, like we're not understanding it, but there's kind of like some like silent communication where I was like teaching them like visually how the fuck to do this.
I could imagine you so just being all pissed off. I'm like, guys, what the fuck?
Oh, I was raging earlier because I was trying to do one bounty for Gambit, and these actual teammates of mine were straight up brain dead because they just kept on going for 15 motes and then dying. And I'm like, guys, please, all I have to do is win one Gambit match. Let me. But yeah, but playing.
Dude, I still haven't won a Gambit match yet because every time I matchmake, I get like paired with like really bad people.
It's tough. Yeah, it's tough. You really have to carry the team when you're matchmaking. If you were, especially with the shitty team, you really like. I posted a on my Twitter feed at Mr. Brawl 96 a picture where I had double the amount of motes as the second guy on my team, and one guy on my team was like losing half the amount of motes. It was just ridiculous. But been playing a bunch of Iron Banner, grind the hell out of that. Still fun.
I haven't touched any of it because I've been just playing Spider-Man. I've wanted to play Destiny too. It's just like I've been playing Spider-Man, and now I'm really feeling the itch for Rise of the Tomb Raider because Miguel said I'll never finish it, so now I need to beat it.
Yeah, I mean, it's exact opposite for me. I've been playing too much Destiny that I've been wanting to play other games. So like I did get Shadow of the Tomb Raider from Gamefly 2 days ago, and that's the disc's been sitting in my system, and like I want to get to it because I did just see the film The Predator, which kind of is giving me those like jungle vibes where it's like, oh, I'm actually way in the mood now to play Tomb Raider than I was earlier. Shadow of the Tomb Raider.
Or Wildlands. You should go back to that. Oh, you don't own it. Never mind.
Yeah, shout out, by the way, Miguel. I don't know why you never told me this. Call of Duty Ghosts had DLC where you could play as the Predator and Michael Myers.
Yeah.
Dude, I told you, Ghost was lit, man.
Why do you think I kept going back to Ghost?
I don't know. Do you ever get in those matches nowadays, like when you were playing last year recently, or no?
Probably not frequently.
Get into those maps. Yeah. You could
Were you getting into those maps or no?
Now it's rare if you get into one of those maps because people just don't have the DLC.
But yeah, that's a really cool idea. I didn't even know. I was like watching videos.
Why
you get like a kill
they don't just make after like 5 years make Call of Duty DLC free.
Yeah, it's really
like if it's like that long.
Like just like Battlefield does it after like 2-3 years.
You mean after like 2-3 months?
That's true.
They always give they're like, here's the first expansion that came out.
I mean, now to be fair, now it's free. So
yeah, that's fair.
Whenever the fucking game releases.
And then last thing I played right before this actually was Crows, the developers of Accounting Plus, one of my favorite games from last year. Also, they just announced that they're coming to HTC Vive and Oculus and adding a new level. They keep touting every level they add as like the best X level ever, you know?
Like this one's like the best space level, right?
Yeah. I'm very excited to see what it is because I bet it's like not space at all and it's like in some closet or some shit. Like
now, is that I know obviously Justin Roiland's involved because he does like all the voice acting, but is he actually part of the studio or he just works with them?
So he's part of Squanch Games. So Accounting Plus is a partnership between Crows, and Squanch Games.
Okay.
So yeah. So like Crows will make another game or have made other games that isn't with partnership with.
Because I remember like when Accounting Plus first got announced and everyone thought it was like the same people that made the virtual reality, but it's not.
Yeah, different guys, different developers, same mind.
Shit.
But Crows has a newsletter which I highly recommend subscribing to because it is probably the funniest emails I ever get. Like they're like custom comics, just funny text. And they have this little free downloadable Unity kind of like walking simulator type thing, which is let me get the whole name of it. It's the the official Crows Discord Community Museum. And it's pretty much, they have a very active Discord channel community. And they called out for just like, fan art pretty much. And, I went 3D art, written art, pictures, drawings on MS Paint, anything. and they pretty much just made this little museum where you could walk around and like it's all taken like very see everyone's art. It's extremely cool. So shout out, they are such an awesome developer. But yeah, it's pretty much what I'm playing. Miguel, how about you?
Let's see, where do I start? Let's start with the bad. Downloaded Warface. What was the name?
Warface, yeah,
that one.
That can't be it. It's Warface.
It's what is it?
I think it's Warface, but that's like
I think that's what it is. I could be wrong.
Oh, Jeff, there's another thing you need to mention after Miguel.
It is Warface, yeah, and remind me after. But yeah, how's Warface?
Warface. Save your time and do not download the game. It's bad. It's a PC port. The controls don't feel good. The spawns are all over the place. I literally like multiple times just stand where I spawned, and people would just spawn right next to me.
Nice, like enemies.
Yeah,
it's
or across
free to play.
Yeah, it was free to play. FPS. Okay. Yes, it's bad. I think so. No, I was playing free for all, and I think it was like 12 people. I think in the match, but the spawns were so bad, or the map design was really bad. One of the two, I couldn't tell. I played a couple matches and I bounced.
Sure, it was a combination of the two.
Probably. I just bounced after that. I deleted it from the PlayStation. I'm like, damn, that is just bad. I have played that. I haven't touched Spider-Man for probably like a week since the weekend.
I've touched another AAA title.
I have Shadow of the Tomb Raider, which I am in love with. I wanted to spoil you guys something so bad the other day. Like, I think it was Tuesday night when the game came out. But I think when you guys start playing, it's more focused on
consequences. I feel like
yes, I guess that's part. I mean, you've seen the trailer, so yes, but on her, and there's something right at the beginning, probably like in first 2 hours, there's a cutscene, and then you're able to play. But when that happened, dude, that's what I wanted to show you guys. If people have played it, just dude. So it's one of those things
like
that you saw it, and then was like, oh my god, fuck yes. That was my first reaction to it. I was smiling through it. It was so good. And it's something minor too. It's not like.
Is it like in the first game when she like takes the dual pistols out?
Oh, that was some other different feeling, dude. But no, it's not like
okay,
that.
So it's not like that. Okay.
It's something that I think the games haven't touched. The movies have, but I don't think the games have, which is really cool.
It's just more story thing, or is this a gameplay?
It's a story. It's a story thing. Yes.
Okay.
It's a story. Like the game is more focused on the story and what's going through Lara, because this is the last game supposedly in the trilogy.
In her origin story.
Yeah, origin story. Yeah. So they're going deep, dude. They're going really deep too.
Shout out to the fact that what the fuck is his name from Game of Thrones?
I don't know his name.
What was his name in Game of Thrones? The one that got the stone disease.
I don't watch the thing.
Yeah, we wouldn't know.
Yeah, we don't watch.
He was in Spider-Man. He was in I think the second Tomb Raider movie. And it's like it was just so random that it's like Jorah, the guy that plays Jorah. He was in the second Tomb Raider movie. Like the
okay, I kind of remember when. Okay. Quick thing about the game: if the game is more focused on like exploring, so there's more tombs and stuff like that to explore.
Because Rise definitely headed in that direction. So Shadow does that even
Shadow,
more.
It's more into that and more like puzzles and things like that you gotta solve, which I like.
I really like
a lot less. A lot less just killing stuff.
Okay, so less Uncharted.
Yes, less Uncharted and more Tomb Raider, which is great. That's
cool.
what I
like that. I really like. Do you remember the tomb in Rise of the Tomb Raider with the mine carts? It was like in a giant cavern with a bunch of mine carts. I really like that one. I don't know. It was early-ish. It was in the Soviet installation, I think.
Oh, okay, yeah. I seen it. I remember.
I really like that tomb. I even the first game I really like.
I think you're really gonna get into the tombs, dude.
Yeah, I mean, see, I think I'm at the point. I think I'm just gonna run to the end of the story of Rise
I'm
of the
gonna
Tomb
say
Raider.
this really quick. Do you need to finish 2? I don't think so.
I know, but it's one of those
Yeah.
things where it's like I have
But
it.
no, that's a good question because that's what I'm. So I'm gonna jump in. I
'Cause-
haven't beaten Rise.
I
You
think
Well,
say-
is Trinity still
if you
the-
played, yes, it is. Trinity is like the main villain or whatever.
I don't remember
if
Trinity being
you
in
played-
the first game, but that was different, right? She
If
was,
you
like,
played
just
a little bit the
around
first
stuff.
game, a little bit of the second game, you're gonna get the third. You don't need to finish them.
I know. It's just one of those
helps.
things where I like Rise enough that I'm willing
Yeah,
to. And I don't have the
like,
money
it
to buy
helps.
Shadow of the Tomb Raider right now, anyways. So
It helps because you're gonna be more into the story. But yeah,
And now, based off trailers, what I've seen is they're focusing. It seems more on stealth.
yes.
Is that what's going on in the gameplay? Definitely more stealthy game, you say?
Yes, there is. There's that mud
there was a lot in
mechanic.
the first and both.
Well,
Yeah,
let Miguel answer.
So there is stealth, but they added into it more like there's walls that are like muddy and shit, so you can like blend in there, and she turns like she's all covered with mud, and you just could
Oh, like Predator style.
Yeah,
like
Predator
original
style.
Predator style. That's cool.
Yeah.
I like that.
Just
That's
grab
cool.
someone, kill them, just put them right next to the mud, and they could like kind of cover with mud too. The thing is that it's pretty cool, but when you just start moving around, like a couple seconds after, like the mud just goes
Comes
away.
right off.
I'm
Yeah.
like, what the fuck? Like, okay, cool.
It's like it's a
There's-
cool thing that just isn't really
Yeah.
as
There's like extra like big like puddles of mud that you walk and you see the trail or whatever, and she's
Oh,
covered
like-
in mud,
Yeah.
and she gets out of it. Bam! It's magically gone. I'm like, okay, guys, it's cool, but like,
so it's not
you
like
need
when
to
Drake
add
gets
it.
out of the water and his pants are still wet.
Like that mechanic of her still wet. Like that mechanic is still there, but like something with the mud and it's harder, I guess.
You always have to squeegee your hair.
Yeah,
Like, that was, like,
that's
the
not
biggest,
in the
like thing
yeah.
With like their tech was like, oh, look at her hair, she has to squeegee it. Look at how nice her hair. I remember when they ported the first of the Tomb Raider reboots to PS4 and Xbox One, and they're like, we made her hair better. I thought it looked worse. I thought it looked better on the last gen versions.
I don't
Speaking
remember.
It was like
of
too
reference,
like
Miguel,
it was like too
you've been
flowy.
playing
I don't know. What it was.
on your PS4 Pro.
Yes, on the Spider-Man one that I bought.
Nice.
Yes, I
Ooh,
have.
yes. Oh, good call. The red one. What have you
Did
been
you
playing
trade
on?
in your
Performance or
original PS4? You have
resolution?
3 PS4s.
So I got 3. I'm trying to sell the original PS4.
Gotcha.
But I've been playing, dude. You need to go to performance. Like 60
yeah, I
frames
always
is
do
just
performance.
smooth as hell. Like, don't get me wrong, the 4K is great,
Well, I do,
but I just need those 60 frames. When you play 60 frames, bro, you just can't go back, bro. You know what I'm
You
saying?
can still have super sampling on with performance mode,
Yes.
so it still looks better. It's not the same as like the actual 4K, but it still looks better.
Like you can notice the
while
4K
still
really
having
quick.
them.
Like you can notice some textures are just more like it pops more. But I'm like, yeah, I just 60 frames.
I would much rather
Yeah,
60
frames.
With you there.
Other than that, I got to 100 to the 100 tier on Fortnite, and I'm not playing that fucking game again.
Yeah, I'm
I
over
am
it.
done with that.
I'm tier
Blackout-
87. I don't even think I
I'm
care
out.
enough to get to 100.
Now you got like 4 days. So
That's what I'm saying. I don't even think I care. I
I
think
mean,
if
you
I
could
get
do
3
like-
more tiers, I get enough V-Bucks to buy the 10 tier boost. Maybe I'll do that. Well,
if you haven't played in a while, just go do the finding the start thing, and you're gonna be almost there, bro. And just get a couple kills, and you'll be done.
Well, I'll have enough V-Bucks if I level up 3 more tiers to buy the
Dude, I'm
10
telling
tier
you,
boost
in
with
2
my
hours,
V-Bucks.
you should be done with it.
Yeah,
If you
I
just
don't know.
play it.
I just, like I said, I just don't know if I give a shit anymore. I'm just so
Exactly.
over Fortnite.
Yeah,
Especially
the
like
building-
Blackout
the
ruined it
building
for me.
mechanic, The building mechanic fucked everything up.
Well, that and Blackout is just so good. Like I'm just waiting for that now.
Wait.
And yes, I guess just closing out the Shadow of the Tomb Raider talk, unless you have more to say about it. Nathaniel Hicks on the Facebook group asks, he wants to know, comparing it to that and Spider-Man, what would you recommend?
I have played both of them. It depends the type of game that you like.
Yeah, I was gonna say they're very drastically different.
Yes,
What game-
exactly.
what game are you personally liking more?
I personally,
There's a Miguel.
Spider-Man didn't grab me at all. So there you go. Tomb Raider, because I'm into the story, the series since the beginning, and I've been playing pretty much not all the games, but most of them, and I just like what they're doing with the game. It's like it's somewhere between Uncharted. Uncharted took the good parts of Tomb Raider. I mean, I think we all kind of know that, and they just copied it, pasted it, and Tomb Raider is much better than Uncharted. I'm just saying, right? Like
the sad thing is that Miguel is not kidding to anyone listening.
They're giving it like the score wise to Tomb Raider, like 8, just because it's more of the same. Uncharted is more.
It does. That's why I was gonna say maybe go with Tomb Raider, because of the fact that it does kind of look like it does look great, but it looks like it's more of which Uncharted is more of the same too. I mean, I would say 4, maybe not, because it was the first PS4 now, and had a whole different engine.
Uncharted is more of shooting stuff than puzzle solving, and Tomb Raider is more of a puzzle solving.
I mean, there's a lot of puzzles. I mean, there probably is more
puzzles in Tomb Raider.
Dude, but you have no clue how many tombs I already got. Fuck.
Yeah, it's good to hear that the third one is also in.
And that's what it should be. Tomb Raider.
Yeah,
it's like, come on.
Yeah, but I mean,
personally, I say Tomb Raider because I'm into
it. Is better than the second one, because I mean, you can make the argument with Uncharted that like it goes up then down after 2, but now with Uncharted
you think 3 goes down? I thought 3 was like as good as 2.
I mean,
I think
I prefer 2 because I just like the settings.
We're talking about.
I wouldn't say. I would say.
Well, I'm just saying. People, there are people. There's a majority of people that say, not a majority, but a group of people that say, it goes up from 1 to 2, then down from 2 to 3. From what I'm hearing from Miguel, it's going. Tomb Raider is going 1, 2, 3, all up, which
That's
is.
Nate, me knowing you, I would still say Spider-Man, because I just know who you are, and I know that I think that you would like Spider-Man more.
Cool.
Maybe not Spider-Man. No, Nate.
Oh, Nate.
Okay. I'm saying because I like a podcast.
Like I said, it just depends what type of game you're into.
For Nate specifically, I would probably say Spider-Man. I'd say play both.
Like Spider-Man, it's amazing when you're like just swinging around the city. Like that.
The other thing too is that there might not be. There's probably a lot of subtle things that you might not notice just because you're just not a Marvel guy. That I think Nate would get. Like I think he would get it more out of Spider-Man than you would, versus like you kind of just aren't really as attached to Spider-Man. So. Which is fine. I know, but I just think he's gonna get more of the kind of like the nods and the cameos and stuff.
Mm-hmm. I can see that.
Either way, it is time for the Islander report.
There'll be some news.
There are 12 items on the list.
Hey, Captain's Count.
We got a nice airy Islander report intro that time. We got a lot of space, a lot of space to breathe. First up, we have Sony has finally announced. We all imagined it. We all pictured it. The PlayStation Classic.
Oh, I thought you were leading to the other story. We'll get to it.
No, that's the last one.
We'll get to it.
Just bury it, dude.
You're gonna say finally. You said finally, and it made me think of the other thing. Go ahead.
Which will come with the PlayStation Classic, 20 preloaded games, December 3rd, which was the launch date of the original PlayStation in 1990. In Japan. I think it was in Japan. Yeah. And so that is already coming with 5 titles they announced: Final Fantasy VII, Jumping Flash, Ridge Racer Type 4, Tekken 3, and Wild Arms, with 15 more announced later. It's going to come with 2 not DualShocks PlayStation 1 controllers, so that's missing the analog sticks, an HDMI cable, and a USB cable, but not the brick. So that's just a weird thing. AC brick not included. I mean, I don't know.
People have fucking.
People have a bunch of them, but it's just a weird,
Just to save, I think it's just to save money, dude. Yeah. And I'm sure it'll be like extra $5 or whatever, and people are like, you know what? They could plug it on into their fucking TV and probably power that way.
Yeah, honestly.
So, I mean,
I guess.
I mean, it's no different than the NES and the Super Nintendo. Like, why are people acting like
those come with
different
bricks?
Than that?
Those come with bricks.
They do?
100%.
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
You're
right.
It's not a big deal, I think. I think the price might be, but
the price, we're looking at comparing it to the both SNES Classic and the NES Classic, respectively 80 and 60. And the SNES Classic also came with 2 controllers. But
quick thing, just to keep in mind all this stuff, like those games when they eventually fucking release them, or before Nintendo, I'm talking, those games are usually between like $3 to $5, $6, and the games that PlayStation is putting every time they release them or whatever, they're usually around 15. $20.
Okay, yeah, I get what you're saying.
Like
fair point, but
I mean,
I'm not saying all the time, but like Final Fantasy 7, if you go check on the PS4, it's still
but
like
if you
$20.
buy the PS1 Classic, because this is not going to have trophies connected to it, so if you,
I know
I would
it's not,
consider compare it to the PS1 Classic, which I think for Final Fantasy 7, I think it's $10 because they,
well, I mean, those are also 64, not 64-bit, but that generation of games were on Virtual Console on the Wii. Nintendo 64 games were also $10.
Well, what I was going to say is actually normally normal prices for PS1 classes is like $5.99. It was like select ones that they charge $10, like Metal Gear Solid, and Final Fantasy 7.
That's true.
Like all the ones that they, all the big temple ones, they charge more for. So that's all. That's all I was trying to say.
I mean, it looks great. It actually looks like it. I wonder.
I was pleasantly
does the tray open? Do you know?
No, the tray doesn't open, but the 3 buttons on the system all do different actions. Where it's not listed here, but there's the
reset.
The reset button, the eject button, the open button changes your games. So the open button brings you back to the main menu. You can switch your games. The power button turns it on, and the reset button, I forgot. Do you guys?
It's the suspend button. Like
suspend
it suspends the game, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, it's a really cool system. It looks like it's a great build.
5 games so far. What other games do you need to see in there?
I think that
Spyro.
I can't imagine not having Spyro, Crash, Metal Gear.
Metal Gear
Metal Gear Solid has to. If they don't put Metal Gear Solid on it, it's not even worth buying.
Tony Hawk.
Licensing wise, they might not be able to do that.
Yeah, that's the issue with a lot.
That would be great though.
With a lot of the great and memorable PlayStation games, I feel like most of them.
I mean, there are
a portion of them
playing nice right now with
aren't.
Activision. So I'm just saying.
Yeah.
They could just probably like try to do something with the music, add different music or something.
Twisted Metal has to be in it. Twisted Metal 2.
The other one too, I forgot.
They definitely will not change the soundtrack for a game just to put it on a PS1 Classic. I don't think so. But Twisted Metal is a given, I think.
But it just
Grand Theft Auto.
The original Grand Theft Auto? I don't think so.
No,
I think 3. What was it? 3?
No, 3 was
on PS2.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That was an early PS2, but it was PS2.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, I think we've said it before.
I
said it before. I'm not the biggest PlayStation 1 guy, but even still, I think this is such a cool thing. Like finally,
you out of the 3 of us, I think, should get it because you have such a gap in your PlayStation.
Honestly, though, I don't think any of these games super. I don't know if controversial.
We're gonna have to.
I don't think any of these hold up.
Final Fantasy 7 looks terrible, but it plays really well still. Yeah. Like the active time battle still plays really well. It does look like shit, but
from the 5 announced, probably Final Fantasy. To be honest, the other ones I could see just
the other ones announced aren't really sticking out. You got to see what else there is. Did you ever play the original Metal Gear or Metal Gear Solid? I mean, not Metal Gear. Metal Gear.
I have, yeah. I beat all the Metal Gears. Are you asking Miguel?
Either of you.
I haven't touched other than I guess Metal 5 Gear. For a couple of hours and 4 that I finished.
Metal Gear 1 does hold up though. I'll say that.
Does it?
Okay. There's more PS1 games that hold up that people give credit for.
Symphony of the Night has to be on there. Speaking of Symphony of the Night, we'll just say it right now because it's a news story later. Yes. Symphony of the Night and Rondo of Blood Collection, Castlevania games, have been rated in the rating board in Korea. That's coming to PlayStation. That will be awesome if Konami starts actually getting back on the video game train and actually starts bringing their classics back. So, I mean, that'd be a little weird if you get an announcement that's coming to PS4. Yeah, I
would like to try. Yes, on the PS4.
And Rondo Blood is also where
now
the other guy is from.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't Rondo Blood never come to the West?
I think that might be true. I'm not sure, but I think
I could be wrong.
I think that might be a Nintendo thing. I think the Nintendo version might have, or maybe I'm thinking of a different one. I know there's one on the N64.
Because I don't think it was ever localized. I think that was the thing. Like you can import it, but I don't think it was ever localized.
Either way, PlayStation Classic is awesome. I'm wondering if they're ever going to do a PS2 Classic, especially with how much PS2 support
I doubt.
There is on the PS4, but we'll see. Next up, Sony Interactive Entertainment has announced that the manufacturer of its handheld PlayStation Vita console will end in Japan in 2019.
Bring it up, Anthony. Show it off.
Anthony is now holding up his PS Vita 2000.
I have my Slim over there too. I just don't feel like getting up.
Yeah, I mean, expected. Honestly, surprised they were still manufacturing them.
Yeah,
Really?
I didn't realize they were still
That's-
manufacturing them either.
I
That
mean,
sounds
they
really
were
cool.
on. I mean, they announced what was it like a couple months ago for a bunch of colors for Japan. So I don't know why you guys thought that.
Did they?
Yeah, dude.
Vita colors?
Yeah,
No,
because the
that
thing's
was like
still
2 years
selling.
ago.
No, it was recently too. Because the thing's
It
still
does
selling
sound
in
vaguely
Japan.
familiar, though. I think that might have been when we originally started this podcast.
Yeah, it was a while
Could
ago.
be wrong.
But I guess
but-
yeah. I mean, maybe they did end production in America. I don't know.
I
can't imagine
haven't
they
seen
did.
a Vita in the store.
I mean, the only
for
Vitas
a
worth
while.
getting are the Japanese import ones, anyways.
Yeah.
So if it's not being manufactured in America, then whatever.
But
I'm
yeah,
so
there's
used to
definitely-
having the with the import one on the home screen, not in games. Some games it overrides, and some games it doesn't override it. But circle and cross are flipped. And I'm just so
Yeah.
used to it now that when a game doesn't use the system settings, it'll be normal, like cross is cross and circle.
Mhm.
It fucks me up because like I'll go to press the wrong button to save, and then it'll
Just
go
got
back,
used
like
to
it'll take it out. Yeah, so I'm so used to it. So I wish you could flip it on like PS4. I would.
2020, man. 2020.
2020
One
yeah,
could dream.
PS5.
Vita 2.
I mean,
Vita
and
2.
another signaling of PS Vita's
Second
death,
Life.
if there hasn't
There
been
you go.
enough, is Valhalla, the game Anthony was raving about
And have
long time
platinum
ago,
form on
but-
Vita.
has announced a sequel. Do you remember the sequel's name? Find it for me.
It's Nirvana
Nirvana is the sequel to Valhalla, and
because there's a
not
character
coming.
named Anna in the first game, so it's like a play on that. So
But yeah, that's your Vita news of the week.
it looks really good. Look, it looks really good. It's totally good
Valhalla,
because the first
yeah.
game was more pixel stuff, and this one looks like it's more. I don't know how you would describe it, like kind of like anime looking. So
Okay.
excited for it. I think Valhalla is going to Switch and PS4 as well, but they didn't give a release date for that. That was like an announcement from a while ago.
Yeah, be surprised if not. Next up, huge news we've been asking for a while now. Honestly, surprise announcement earlier today. Did not see it coming. PlayStation Now adds downloading of PS4 and PS2 games. So huge issue. We always said, what if you have bad connection? The streaming not always 100%. Forget about it. They took a book from Xbox and Microsoft's playbook, and they added downloading the game to your console. You need to connect to the internet every few days. I don't think they said an exact amount of days, but every few days to, make sure that you still have a membership. So keep playing the games.
But when Nintendo says you have to do that, it's a big deal. Sony does it and gets away with it. So funny.
Well, because Nintendo, what do you mean? Oh, that's because just the game sharing thing. Whatever.
It's just funny how like Sony's been doing this shit for forever and no one says anything, but Nintendo like has a similar thing and everyone acts like it's the end of the world.
Because it's new to the system, dude. That's
I
why.
also think it might be because there's such a Nintendo bias in the industry sometimes that when Nintendo doesn't get it right, more people get mad about it.
Could be. Nintendo, yeah, I guess, yeah. Because, when Nintendo, you could make that argument.
Wait,
when Nintendo does good stuff, people love it. When Nintendo does bad stuff, people hate it.
Anyway,
both
there's a story
aggressively.
about it, so we get into it. I got
We'll
a
get to
couple
that in a
questions
second.
for that. Yeah.
But yeah, so you could any add-ons you have, any DLCs for your PS4 games work. They actually have a good amount of PS4 games. They have God of War 3 Remastered, Bloodborne, Until Dawn, all come with the
Uncharted remastered trilogy.
Nathan Drake collection.
Yeah.
For $100 a year. For new subscribers, you could get your first month for $10, $30, $45 for 3 months.
It's
of the
same
regular
price, I guess,
price.
on all this stuff.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good deal now, especially with this new feature.
It's a better deal now because of
They-
the
I mean, this was rumor a couple of months ago, and we talked about it.
Yeah, I remember
And-
mentioning it.
Yeah, and I hope they drop the pricing a little bit more.
I doubt it because it's about in line with Game Pass on Xbox.
it?
So
I
don't
thought it
think
was
that-
cheaper.
Game Pass on Xbox is $10 a month, which would equate
Yeah.
to $120 a year because they don't have
So
a
it's
yearly.
cheaper than so it's cheaper than Game Pass then if you think about
But
it.
this is a limited time offer, the $100,
really?
which is ending.
They do it all. I bought the limited time offer 2 Christmases ago. They do it all the
Yeah,
time.
if
They
you
just
look
only
at
it's
PS
just
now.
not a permanent thing, but it pops up all the time.
Okay.
So that's awesome. Hopefully, we'll see PS3 games eventually get added.
Hopefully
I
they
don't see
keep
upcoming
adding,
just because cell processor, I'm
Yep.
downloading. I don't know how it would run natively on the system, but streaming could work as a playing on thing. But we'll see in the future. Next up, we have the August NPD report. Let's see the top 10 spots for U.S. sales charts. Coming at number 1, no surprise here. Madden NFL 19, normally up there in August. Monster Hunter World.
What the fuck?
2.
Why?
Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege, Grand Theft Auto 5.
Slow
Wow,
month.
surprising. Mario Kart 8,
Slow month.
Naruto 2 Burrito, Shinobi Striker, God of War, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2.
Oh yeah.
because of
Thanks
the
to the
compatibility.
yep.
Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, and Super Mario Odyssey. This is a wild
Breath of the Wild, dude. It's been a really slow month.
Is this?
Because I feel like anyone that was gonna play Breath of the Wild has Breath of the Wild already. You know.
Did the Switch see any sale this month or some type of? I don't know.
I think there might have been a bundle.
Yeah, there's been a bunch of bundles.
But I thought there might have been.
Plus, the games have been going on sale a lot. The Nintendo
I think
games.
Nintendo did have like a Nintendo sale, like of like their first party games.
Plus,
like
in
a digital
stores
one,
like Best Buy and Amazon have been having the games for like $40.
That is actually. I mean, now actually like thinking about it, that's a pretty wild list.
Yeah, dude, there's everything.
It's like so random. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Madden, yes, of course, right? Because it just came out and people are gonna buy it. Monster Hunter. I was surprised with Monster Hunter. I'm like,
well,
why?
that just came out on PC recently. I think they
really?
just
So it
did a
could
new
be that?
update again too. So,
Okay.
could
Like-
be something to do with that. But if I had to guess, I would say all these sales are actually not that impressive. It just happens to be what is at
Slow
the top
month,
on a slow
probably.
month.
I mean,
Also, the Nintendo stuff doesn't include digital sales. That's
true.
physical.
nice.
That's true.
I'm looking at this.
Because I'm happy to see Modern Warfare 2 there. Hopefully they remaster the thing. I doubt it, but
Also, all year-to-date dollar sales have been up from 2018 to 2017 so far. Total up 17%. Hardware is up 22%.
nice.
Crazy. Games,
Sure,
games are hot.
People
Best
buying
now.
3 PS4s helps.
That is very true. Bundles definitely do help. And speaking of Spider-Man bundles, Spider-Man is now the fastest selling first-party PlayStation game of all time with 3.3 million copies sold within the first 3 days of its release, beating out God of War, which I think was like 3.1, right?
Yeah, sounds right. Now this is any PlayStation platform, not just PS4, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's insane. That's crazy.
I mean,
That's
it's
awesome.
Spider-Man. Like
That's
everyone,
kind of what I said in the beginning, because I think there was I think Jake Jericho in our community, or maybe Javest, it was someone that said like they were surprised at the numbers of Spider-Man, and I was like, I'm not surprised at all. It's Spider-Man. Like Spider-Man
Marvel.
transcends gaming. It's
exactly.
gonna get people that don't ever play any video games to go buy a PS4 just for it.
Yeah, for
Plus
sure.
a
I know many
bundle
non-gamers
helped
who
a
have
lot.
picked it up.
My opinion.
Sure. Speaking of PlayStation first-party things, not really though, not at all. Terrible segue. But Activision Treyarch and PlayStation has just
What else
announced
is
that the PlayStation partnership for Call of Duty is continuing. Sadly, with Call of Duty Black Ops 4, all Black Ops 4 post-launch content, including maps, specialists, and even seasonal events, will be coming first to PlayStation 4.
That's kind of shitty seasonal events.
This time, rather than having a 30-day exclusivity like they used to with the map packs, it is only 7 days, which I guess will make sense for, adding more crucial to game things like seasonal events and specialists. Yeah.
So, may I say a couple things real quick?
Let me actually finish this before you say a couple things. Just some of the new content that is already being shown up, not shown off, but explained. That will be coming by the end of the year. Is Nuketown is going to be back in November with an all new take. So this is the 4th time, or I guess 5th time we saw Nuketown if you're including the Blackout one.
I wouldn't include the Blackout. Well, actually 6th if you include the zombie one. So
yeah, that's a good call. I wonder what theme they're gonna take, because it usually is based off the campaign. So we'll see what that is this time. A new first of several new characters, specialists will debut in December. Blackout. Now listen to this. Quote, launch day is only the start. Blackout will continue to evolve after launch with regular map updates, expansions, and new Blackout modes. Does that mean the map will be updated like Fortnite?
It'll probably be like Fortnite style, updating the map.
And then last events, seasonal, weekly, and time-limited events bringing new game modes and content to players. Miguel, go.
Okay. If you go to YouTube, PS's Best Friends, type it in there, click on my video, some feedback. That segment that you read about Blackout makes sense, just because if you notice in the map, like towards the bottom on the right side corner, where Turbine is in Factory, there's nothing. It's just open area. Like they need to add stuff around there, and I'm sure they will. I can see slums or something like that getting added there, standoff getting added later on. because there's some areas that is just open just to be open, and there's nothing. And just to make it more fast paced, like Call of Duty supposed to be.
Yeah, for sure. The top right of the map is by Hydro.
That's true.
Empty water. I could easily see them just add maybe the little island and have the water park map from Black Ops 3.
I love
there
that
you
one.
go. That'd be
That's
perfect.
Or micro
perfect
somewhere
right
in there would be dope.
Micro, yeah, you could maybe change like a copy for not exactly have like the bottom right side add snow to it, like the whole terrain.
Like how
like
Fortnite
a
copied
snow park
Realm
thing.
Royale, you mean?
yeah,
I couldn't believe when Fortnite added Palm Paradise or whatever, Paradise Palms or whatever it is, and then like the snow area. I'm like, dude, this is literally almost exactly what
It looks
Realm
like
Royale
it.
does.
yeah. So that's cool seeing the map updates.
About the
like that.
exclusivity, really quick. I think this is a better solution than what we had before.
Oh,
Yeah.
definitely.
I mean, it's just 7 days. I mean, it kind of sucks because the events on like World War II, like the events and like weapons and stuff like that, was for everyone, and just the actual maps were for exclusive for PlayStation. But I think business wise, it's probably good for PlayStation and Troy and Activision. I mean, at the end of the day, but
Yeah, that's
it's
pretty
just
big
7
for
days
the
instead of
events.
30 days.
I guess that was the compromise. So like,
Yeah.
all right, we'll do 7 days, but give us the events because
Just everything.
yeah,
For
because it used
7
to be
days.
just the map packs.
It used to be, yeah, like I said.
But yeah, I mean, new
Go buy it.
specialists, that's cool.
Pretty
I mean,
much
it's
saying
still
go
weird
buy a
that they
PS4.
have the annual season whatever fuck pass, but they haven't detailed anything about it other than that it comes with the extra
Maps.
zombie map.
It's
Well,
maps.
like they haven't
already
said,
said
like,
it.
is it a dump of 12 maps all at once? Is
No,
it like
they said it once. They already talked about this. It's once every month. So there's gonna be
Wow.
something new every month, and they're gonna add more stuff to exclusive whoever has the season pass, like for Blackout. So you might
Newtown-
have extra challenges for like a costume or something.
because
Newtown
I've
is a
decided I'm
Black Ops
getting the
pass
standard
map, though?
edition and
Did
I'll
they say
buy the
that?
pass later.
What's that? Jeffrey?
Newtown, is that a Black Ops pass map?
No,
Or is
that's
that
free.
just
So
That's
there's gonna be
It's probably like skins
actual
and stuff.
no. So there's gonna be free maps that are gonna release once in a while. Like Nuketown, they might remaster some other old map, and drop it out for free. But every month, if you have the season pass, there's gonna be a new map just for the guys that have season pass.
Awesome.
And eventually it's gonna be free for like the weekend for everyone.
That is good to hear. So paid or free, you're getting new content.
Yes.
Also new content they showed off this week was the new zombie trailer. It was pretty much a music video for
Pretty much.
Avenged Sevenfold's new song Mad Hatter, which
They did
Avenged
show a
Sevenfold-
lot though.
yeah, oh, it is like 4 minute, 30 seconds or something. So much new zombie shit. I am so excited about that. New weapons, just really like new areas of the map. Like it's not just that little Coliseum area. There's like 3 levels at least. Very excited about that. Avenged Sevenfold, by the way, is always been with Call of Duty, which is the coolest thing. Like even they played Call of Duty like 1, 2, 3, 4, and then with Black Ops, they made a song specifically for the Call of the Dead map. Then Black Ops 2, they were actually in the game in the post credits. So it's cool to see that tradition continuing. So go check that out.
I forgot
if
they
you
were
like.
in that. Yeah, that's funny.
Dude, if they somehow are costumes in Blackout, wow. M Shadows all day, man.
You do not look like a Avenged Sevenfold fan.
I love Avenged Sevenfold. Though, I mean, honestly, I'm not the biggest fan of this new song. I really don't like
Dude,
most of
Blow
their
from My
stuff
Valentine's
after-
new record is really fucking good.
I haven't checked that out. But yeah, most of the
Yeah,
stuff
like,
after the Rev passed away is kind of weak IMO, but their first like 6 albums are so good. Continuing the Activision train, Destiny 2 finally adds those Crucible maps into the multiplayer. 5 new Crucible maps. Yeah, 5. All 5 of them you need Forsaken for. Oh no, actually no. All the maps are free now. I forgot. If you want to play in private,
I was gonna
mode.
say I thought you said that they were.
Yeah. If you want to play in private matches, you have to pay for them. But these are like kind of like for Forsaken, but they are free for everyone if you have Destiny 2 for free for PlayStation Plus. One of them just came out already with the new Iron Banner. One of them is PlayStation exclusive, and then the 3 others are for everyone. And then a new mode is also coming out this week called Breakdown or something, or Breakout. I had the
Question from the audience, Jeffrey.
breakthrough. Yeah, question.
All right. Sir, I would like to be jumping back to Destiny, after I'm done with Tomb Raider. Is the meta for Crucible still the same? 3 weapons and that's it?
No,
Or
not
is
at
it
all.
more open to more weapons? People are still trying to figure out the meta, I guess.
So, I mean, what happens is with Destiny is just a bunch of 5-year-olds. I swear, it's just 5-year-olds tell YouTubers to make YouTube videos, and they make it because they all just like sound like not. They don't all sound like babies, but I'm just saying like sometimes the community sounds a little whack when it's like, oh, this is the only gun that's usable. Like, so a new gun, an exotic you could get if you beat the raid, which is extremely hard. Very few people have them, and people are saying, oh,
Destiny 1 was
this is the most overpowered gun ever. And it's like, guys,
it.
it's not overpowered. You just see
That's what I'm asking.
5 guys use it, and it's like whatever. No, right now I think there are so many new guns that people are still trying out everything. Cool. There isn't just the 3 guns that are good.
So I'll be open to go in there with you, with your company, get a rocket launcher, and just dominate like last time.
Yeah, Tay loves Crucible, so she won't complain if she has more people to play with.
Yeah, I mean, the one thing though, I'll go deep into it because you brought it up. The meta in Gambit is kind of, if you have sleeper simulant, and
aren't they talking about nerfing it?
You're in your invader, you'll pretty much dominate. And they're trying to nerf it, or they originally said they're going to nerf it.
Nerf it for the mode.
They kind of went back. No, they don't nerf things for modes because Destiny's fucked. And when you change one thing in a gun, it's the whole sandbox. So it's Gambit, Crucible, and PvE.
Well, that's just a headline I read. It might have been a fake headline.
So because they can't, which I guess I understand. I don't know, game programming.
Well, they probably could, but it probably would be more of a hassle than it's worth.
Yeah, because because that's how the game's structured. That like everything.
Why is it? Because
I do know it's like wrecked by sleeper stimulants a lot.
It's a one shot. Its aim assist is insane.
So they had to tweak that in the aim assist pretty much.
So what? Yeah, exactly what they're doing. Okay, they're pretty much just changing the aim assist, so you have to have good aim. It's still going to be one shot, so they're not nerfing the damage, which I love. Thank you.
It's delicious.
But you just have to aim, which is a perfect.
If it's skill based, whatever.
Yeah. They should take aim assist overall, and that's it. Just if you got a good aim, good for you. If not, you're fucked.
Yeah, but I wonder how it's gonna. I guess PC. I don't know. I don't know how the PC is gonna deal with that, but we'll see. Either way, that's your Destiny morsel of the week. Next up, speaking of other morsels, Rockstar recently revealed Red Dead Online, Red Dead Redemption 2's multiplayer component, will launch in November 2018. It's going to begin as a public beta, but pretty
basically
much
how GTA Online launched.
Yeah, isn't GTA Online still a beta?
Actually saying it's a beta.
Yeah,
instead of like, hey, it's out, and then it's just fucked.
Yeah, I mean, as we said, though, what does beta even mean anymore? It's just like any live service is essentially a beta.
That's what they should call it.
What
from now on, instead of
just
when it's out, it's a live service.
Yeah, I guess it's people's like perception, so the word helps. But yeah, so it's also well, actually, just continuing on that. Remember GTA 5 did the same thing, so no surprise here. I actually do like this. So you get a month of just campaign stuff. You get to fully explore the world.
That's what they tried to do with GTA 5, and then it was just fucked at launch. So we just didn't get it for forever with the online.
Yeah. But then a bunch of previews also have been coming out. You can check Polygon, IGN, all that. I didn't actually go in depth in any of the previews. I have.
You guys can talk about this. I haven't seen anything for it.
I saw. Well, so the first thing that caught my eye is that you could play the whole game in first person, like how GTA 5 added in the remakes for PS4. That's really cool.
It's cool they added.
Yeah. And I mean, I did see some previews. I skimmed some stuff, and it seems like most of the stuff is just this game is so detailed and just is so dynamic.
The dialect tree supposedly it seems like it's huge. Like people are gonna have so many different like
experiences.
There's gonna be one of those games that you're gonna play one night, come back, and like, hey, this happened, that happened. Like, oh, this happened, that happened. It's gonna be a huge game, man.
Yeah, in Polygon's article, they started off like a side dynamic, like side mission, not a mission, but like just like some dude was getting bitten by a snake on the road while you're riding your horse, and you as the character stopped, helped him out, gave him some potion, and then like 30 minutes later, whenever when you go back to the town, like he'll be like, "Oh, you're the guy that helped me out. Take a free thing in the store or something."
Yeah. Or you could choose, or just to rob him, or kill him.
And I bet maybe next time, like he's a store owner, that guy who needed help. So I bet next time you go to the store, like that affects that.
Yeah. Dude, that game. Supposedly the game's supposed to be really big. I don't know if that's true or not. That's what they've been saying.
I'm sure it's enormous.
Plus, I'm sure because you don't have planes and stuff like that, it's gonna take forever to get from one point to another. This is just a horse. And I hope
there's
they
gotta
add
be fast travel. There's
Yeah, I'm
gotta
sure
be
they
fast
will, but like I don't know if it's gonna work. Like you're gonna have to go there first to unlock something, or it's just
Yeah,
gonna be
that's how
open.
most games are. Like you need to unlock the fast travel point first.
Well,
Yeah,
I
I can
mean,
see that
Red
too.
Dead 1 actually really didn't have the best fast travel. It had it, but you had to take those horse and those carriages.
Yeah, so you were still
Well, yeah,
in
you
the
would hope
actual.
they would learn from that.
Yeah.
We'll see.
I
We'll
don't.
see.
I kind of like the no fast travel because it did make you travel more, and it made you like ride your horse, and like it's a different. It's not GTA. This is not a fast game where you're driving cars and doing shit. You're a cowboy. You know, like you're going as fast as your horse is going.
One thing that I like, it's
No, but if The Witcher 3 didn't have fast travel, no one would have beaten it.
Yeah. Well, Miguel, you
True.
saying?
that I like. It's gonna start with like a prelude, so you're gonna have to finish that before you actually start the like the open area of the game, which I like. Just like GTA started to like that little
With
like
the,
mission when Michael got fucked.
yeah. That's what I was gonna
It's
say.
gonna be something similar to that. Just letting people know. Don't expect to just go in there and like everything's open, like I think Spider-Man did, right?
Spider-Man kind of funneled
It
you
was-
through.
it was-
Too. There was like a mission opening Spider-Man.
That's true. That's true. I actually don't remember.
Great opening. I did play that for a second time because I had to restart my thing. I love it. The opening song, so good. Next,
Can't
up-
wait, man. Can't wait for that game. Red Dead.
Red Dead, yeah, very happy. Next up, Nintendo Online was released. They said it was going to come out at 11 p.m. Just came out at 6. I don't know why they even said 11 to begin with. Either way, you can play a bunch of NES games ranging from hits like soccer, baseball, pro wrestling. Where's it
I like
sport?
soccer,
Tennis,
baseball.
football. Yeah. No, there's also some solid ones: Zelda, Mario Bros, Mario 3, Donkey Kong, Yoshi.
Oh, they're actually there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I think I'm
put
the
the
only one
links
out
in
of the three
there,
of us
but-
that played anything out of
Yeah,
the NES
everyone.
collection.
How do they?
Uh,
How do they work?
They run really good. I dabbled in Zelda, runs really good. Mario 3 plays really well.
Mario Bros 3.
Yeah, those were like, I went to the go-tos. I didn't try anything.
Here, I got a question for you
Did you
guys.
try any multiplayer?
No, I did not.
Okay, I got questions for you guys because you guys are more into this Nintendo stuff than I am. If I get it, are they just gonna add games to this,
They're going to keep
or are they
adding
gonna
games. to the
removing?
collection.
They didn't say they're not removing any.
So they
Yeah, I
haven't
don't
said
know if they're going to be removing them. They didn't say.
because
I would imagine
saw
like
that
Zelda and Mario would end up
in
staying, but-
October. There's gonna be 3 other games: Solomon's Key,
Golf.
Open Tournament Golf, NES, Super Dodgeball, and then in November it's gonna be Metroid, Mini Bomb Jack, and another game. And in December, there's nothing really good. Ninja Gaiden, I guess. So there, it seems like they're gonna be adding 3 games, around 3 games,
Every
probably
month, yeah.
every week, every month.
Yeah, I think
My
they said
question
that
is
previously.
if they're gonna take them away, but they didn't clarify that, right?
If they were gonna, I doubt it would be like Zelda and Mario. I feel like it
Yeah,
would be
'cause
like the
if I do get it, it's for pretty much those games.
The thing is, I could
'Cause I
see
can't buy
them.
'em, 'cause
I could see them taking them
they're
away
more money.
just because. Why wouldn't they say they?
Pro
would,
wrestling.
You know, like if they
I
weren't going
might-
to take them away, why not just say, "Hey guys, guess what? An extra bonus. They're never going away. These are always going to stay." You know.
But I also
Anthony.
feel like they might not be smart enough to realize that people are thinking they're going to take them away. You know what I mean?
Anthony, you want to play Fire Pro? Just play Pro Wrestling. It's the same shit.
I heard that's actually not bad. You see, but the thing is with these games,
Pro Wrestling was great, dude. I played so much on it on the fucking NES.
Oh, yeah?
It was
I'll
great,
check it out.
dude.
Yeah,
No,
I,
I
was gonna
don't-
say, I think we
there
said it
was
earlier, but
issues
like,
with,
it's not really games that you would spend like 30 hours in. You know?
Oh,
like,
no,
these are like
no.
games you
Oh, yeah,
dabble in.
Well, except for Zelda. I mean,
But
it's not
even-
30 hours.
Even
but
play-
it's
you could play a
Zelda.
whole game
Super
of Zelda
Mario
right now?
Bros, dude. Even Super Mario Bros, dude. Dude, you know how many fucking hours I spent on that game when I was a kid? Like I could, I want that. I want that for
You're
right
thinking,
now. I could see myself playing it because I never beat the fucking game.
I mean, dude, honestly,
I
it's
suck.
$20 for a year. I would just
Too
do
much,
the
man.
$20, and you could just for if
wanna
you
buy it.
care that much about them, it's worth $20 for that.
I just want to buy. I just want to buy 'em, you know,
But
$5.
yeah.
It's like, hey, Nintendo, here's $5. Here's $5. You want them?
I mean, you
Guess
could
not.
do the monthly service for like, was it $4?
That's
Yeah,
I'm
or you
not
get
gonna
the
own
7 day
'em.
free. You get the 7 day free trial.
I might
Yeah,
try
do
that.
Do the trial. If you like it, buy the year.
Are you? Another question for you, Anthony. Are you downloading the game to your system?
Yes, I was able to play them in
I got
airplane mode.
And is it Are the files big? Kind of big for it or no?
I mean,
No.
File size? No?
It was
Okay.
smaller than an update for Splatoon and what was the other game that updated when I updated the Switch?
So there's
might have been
not
Rabbids. Yeah, no, it's not
these
big.
NES
You
games
can
are
play
nothing.
them on
I
airplane.
mean, it
You
should be
just
small,
have
but I'm
to
just
ping
asking.
the internet every 7 days. But if you just leave Wi-Fi on, you're gonna do that.
And what's the
by accident.
multiplayer thing on these games? Do you know?
I'm not actually
Or
sure.
you
I haven't tried
tested
it yet,
Okay.
so I'm not sure.
Well, it's
It
pretty
could
much
be
you
probably
could,
like leaderboards, right? Most likely.
well, no, so you just
Some
pretty
games
much
have actual multiplayer.
yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
really?
So that's
So,
why
like,
most of these are sports games and like tennis, excite bike, soccer, baseball, and then the
So
later
you're
games are
telling
Super
me I could
Dodgeball.
play baseball against someone?
Yeah.
No,
That's
shit.
why
Okay,
that's why half
cool.
these games are multiplayer games because
See,
play
it's-
online.
this is something that they didn't fucking clarify too well. That I had no clue about. Like I knew they had like some type of multiplayer, but they didn't never clarify like what it was gonna be.
Yeah, I don't think anyone
my
would argue
opinion.
that it was marketed really badly.
And I just
Also-
thought it was gonna be like leaderboards. I'm like, I don't want that.
With the second Joy-Con, you could kind of use it as a pointer to point while one person's playing on your couch and like point claps at the screen. I don't know why you would do that, but you could.
What does that even mean?
Techno Ball. I forgot about that game.
That's
Oh,
great.
Tecmo Bowl. That's the one with what's his name, right?
Bo Jackson.
Bo Jackson.
Yeah, dude. I can see myself playing against you, Anthony. That'd be great.
Do it. Pick it up. Get the
Better
free
than Madden, in my opinion.
yeah, so that has been out. Let us know what you guys think about NES Online, or I guess Nintendo's Online. You still have to use an app to do voice chat. Dope.
Yeah,
It's,
that's
wow.
smart.
Fortnite continues to not need it though, but and you know how we feel about Fortnite at this point.
Who knows what's going on? Like, why is that
Yeah.
possible? Whatever.
It's gonna be dying in a month, so it's all good.
THQ Nordic picked up two franchises as well, Alone in the Dark and Act of War. We'll see those coming remastered soon on PS4, I guess. We talked about Castlevania. Also got rated in Korea in the ratings board there. I don't know. They're just leaking everything out there. PUBG for PS4. PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. No surprise. I bet we're going to see it in December on PS4, just like how, I mean,
Good luck.
Almost
Good
all
luck
Xbox
surviving.
games that have exclusivity, timed exclusivity has been a year. So,
yeah,
you know.
I don't think it's any surprise if this is true. I think we always kind of figured eventually it would come to PS4. I thought it might have been later. I thought that they might have had like a 2 or 3 year deal with Xbox, but maybe not. Maybe it was only a year.
Anthony, I remember you said that you played it probably like 2 weeks ago.
On Xbox. Yeah, I tried on Xbox. It's fine. It's not like
Do you think?
Want to
Do
play
you
PUBG,
even
play it.
think this is gonna do anything to to Blackout?
No.
Like, is it gonna hurt sales?
See, I don't know. It depends because PUBG does have
It
that
is
name
$30.
recognition. But if people like Dr. Disrespect go to Blackout, it's gonna hurt.
Yeah,
PUBG.
dude, he said already he's done with Fortnite and PUBG. So it's Blackout all the way, and that's gonna boost sales on Blackout just because of that.
I think eventually they have to release either a free version or like a $20, $30 standalone version, right? Like they have
for
to.
what?
For Blackout.
I don't see that happening.
I think eventually they have to be like, there's too much money to be made. You know?
Maybe until the next game comes out.
Yeah, like maybe once Modern Warfare 4 or whatever next year comes out. I just think it'd be too stupid not to.
So here, okay. How about if they just do it separate, like put it out like for $20 or whatever, and whoever's making the next game, which would be
they deal with updating the map.
They deal with updating the map and maybe
that would
put another map.
Because that would really make it fresh every year. That'd be cool. I would like that.
And every developer just makes a new map with their own maps.
I doubt that's going to happen, but I like that idea because that would make it fresh every year because it would go from like Black Ops theme stuff with all the future shit to maybe if Modern Warfare 4 is real, maybe it changes to like that type, you know what I mean? And they add a new map but leave the original map or something. That would be I like the idea. I don't think that'll happen, but I like the idea.
The most probably thing it would be that they just made their own fucking battle royale, but
that would be awesome. Yes, and basically
have a new battle royale every year, Jesus.
No, maybe they could sell it as Call of Duty Battle Royale, and then the first map is Blackout, the second map is Modern Out or some shit, you know? That'd be cool. Good idea, guys.
Modern Out.
Yeah.
Modern Royale. I don't know.
Ghost Out. Next up, 2K has announced NBA 2K Playgrounds 2 is coming to PC and consoles on October 16, 2018.
No, stop.
This was announced. Yeah. Everything has to be out. So yeah, NBA 2K Playgrounds 2 is coming out. Still a very wacky name, but still a very good game.
Terrible name.
And then last up, DMC5 news coming from Tokyo Game Show. They showed off that new trailer. Looked pretty cool. Also, the DMC5 Cross Mega Man 11 trailer. So you could have like a Mega Man Buster on and shit and like shoot stuff like that. The trailer kept showing Dante shooting. I'm pretty sure it was Dante. Shooting with his Buster, the boss, in like a 2D thing, but then like explicit text on the bottom, like simulated camera angles for a trailer, not actual game. I don't know why it had to be simulated. I think that'd actually be a pretty cool mode if you could play Devil May Cry as like a side scroller with like 3D graphics and stuff. But either way, it's gonna be a weapon in the game, so very cool. And that's about it. Honestly, I mean, yeah, Tokyo Game Show has been happening, and I guess it depends whenever the companies want to treat it like a worldwide show or when they don't want to, you know?
Yeah, pretty much.
Had some announcements that concern worldwide audience, but this year's like, we'll just do. Resident Evil 2 also had the remake also had a huge blowout at Tokyo Game Show, but
I'm so excited for it. I totally forgot that it's coming out, and I'm probably not even going to get to play it because Kingdom Hearts is like around the same time.
Kingdom Hearts also released their box art. Looks pretty fire. Anthony
I listed all the character names and what they had to do with the story to Jeff, and he got really confused.
And like, there's like 3 of the same guy in the characters. It looks like a Dragon Ball game. But that's about it.
Did I explain to you like why Ventus looks like Roxas? Why Roxas looks like Sora?
Because he's the Heartless of the Shadow of the Dark Boy. I don't know.
Because Ventus is tied to Sora because of the events of Birth by Sleep, and then because Ventus gave part of his heart or something to Sora, that's why his nobody looks like. That's why Roxas, the nobody of Sora, looks like Ventus.
I'm gonna ask you a question, Anthony. It's a yes or no question, okay?
Should you
just
play
a
Kingdom
yes
Hearts?
or no. No. It's just a yes or no question. That's it.
What's that?
Do you need to have played the past Kingdom Hearts to play the new one, you think? Or is the story so fucked up?
Yes, absolutely yes.
Okay.
At least 1 and 2. Maybe not the sides.
Jeffrey,
1, 2, and Birth by
them.
Sleep. But Birth by Sleep comes with the 2.5.
I plan on reading Twitter during the cutscenes, but I do. Once again, I've said it many times. I'm going to gameplay, and I'm going to play the hell out of the gameplay because from what I played at E3, it is pretty fun. But that's not coming out for a while, so let's not talk about it because it is time to let you know what new games you can go play right now because it's the weekend playlist. Oh my God. I tried coming up with the original one. I literally just stole the fucking
song. That's why I cut you out, bro.
So, first up, we have 8-Bit Armies coming to PS4 digital retail. I thought we got over the Minecraft clones back in like 2000.
There's been one every other week, I feel like.
This is actually cool.
Oh, yeah. What is it?
It's like, fucking, what's that name? The strategy fucking game on PC.
Roblox.
It's pretty much
XCOM.
for like 4 people, and you get a mine for resources and then attack, and whoever's at the end wins. So
like
you
Command and Conquer?
Yes, yeah, there you go, that game. Okay. Yeah, but with it looks pretty cool. I might look into this.
There's a lot of games that when you explain them sound cool, but when you see them on,
I don't know how it will play on.
Like, what the fuck is this
on the controller? But on PC, it runs really well. What I have seen, so it looks interesting.
Anodyne, PS4 digital.
Name of my high school band.
Really?
Yeah, with an I though. We spelled it because there was like some random band of old dudes in like Michigan or something that had the actual spelling. So we named it 970. I think it was some kind of a drug, like a painkiller or something. I don't know.
Interesting.
I don't remember.
Blind, PSVR digital. Capcom Beat 'em Up bundle, PS4 digital. So now this was announced during the Nintendo Direct, and I actually want to quickly see what games are in this Beat 'em Up bundle.
Is this like the fighting games, or what the fuck is this?
Yeah, so it's games such as Final Fight, The King of Dragons, Captain Commando, Kings of the Round, Warriors of Fate, Armor Warriors, and Battle Circuit. So Final Fight I'm familiar with. The other ones I'm a little less familiar with. But yeah, so the classic side-scrolling beat-em-ups, like, you know what I'm talking about. The Door, PSVR digital. Downward Spiral, Horror Station, PSVR digital. Fishing Sim World, PS4 digital retail. A little pissed off this one's not a VR one. We have so many VR fishing games.
My God.
The
The only
Guardians,
one you need is Monster of the Deep.
Right.
the Guardians Between PS4 Digital. Now I'm gonna say something about this game. It's gonna sound a little harsh, but I gotta say it because I feel like it's gonna dupe a lot of people. This game on the outside looks like a really cool, like Monument Valley-esque, like, oh, cool indie game, you know? Because I saw it at PAX East last year. Walked by it, I'm like, oh, this game looks cool. Let me play it. It's not. It's just like generic indie that's like trying to be something cool, but is just like so boring to play and like not.
I
really,
hate
like,
when I hate when
easy puzzles, you know.
Yeah, I hate when games like Monument Valley get
Easy plan.
ripped off, but the rip-off games are really bad, and it's like
It's not as much as a ripoff as much as it's like this is like a generic fake game you would see in a movie about like if a character, they have to show a character like part of his development is that like he plays indie games and like they'll have him like playing this game on a computer
like
for a second,
Frank
you know?
Underwood playing Monument Valley.
Yeah, pretty much. But yeah, so look at a review before we pick out that game. Hover, Revolt of Gamers, PS4 Digital. So true, so true. Labyrinth of Refrain, Coven of Dusk, PS4 Digital Retail. 2 fishing games in 1 week. Legendary Fishing, PS4 Digital Retail. Guys, I don't know. Legendary Fishing or Fishing Sim World? Well, I guess the 2 different markets, you know? One's more fantastical, one's more sim.
I can't.
My Brother Rabbit, PS4 Digital. Neon Wall, PSVR. Escape your way out of Neon Wall while solving puzzles and overcoming a variety of challenging levels. Over the course of the game, you will need a combination of skill, concentration, and precision to be victorious. Interesting. RGX Showdown, PS4 Digital. Scribblenauts Mega Pack, PS4 Digital Retail. Shout out to the original Scribblenauts. Such an amazing concept that kind of just got ran into the ground. Speed Brawl, PS4 Digital. Splody, PS4 Digital. Toon War, PS4 Digital. Transference, PSVR Digital. That game I was talking about the other week.
The Elijah Wood game.
Which is interesting, though, because the description doesn't mention Elijah Wood. So maybe he left it. Maybe I mean...
No, because I thought he was at one of the recent events talking about it, I thought.
Yeah, no, but I feel like the description said like, from producer Elijah Wood. I don't know. Trickster VR, Dungeon Crawler, PSVR Digital. Unearthing Mars 2, PSVR. Warface, that free-to-play game we were talking about earlier.
Don't waste your time on it. So bad.
Not many. The first Purge on VOD, but not much to talk about. And there you have it. Oh, and also the Banner Saga is coming to Switch physical.
Yeah, man.
Finally, Banner Saga 3 is out, I think. So I think they're bringing 1 and 2. You said the first Purge. I thought you meant like the first movie. I forgot that the name of it was the first Purge.
Oh my god, dude!
I was like, don't spend your money on that. What's Sicario?
I was like, that's random that the original one's not there yet.
Going to that movie was extremely annoying because I kept telling people like, I'm going to the first Purge. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? How you going to the first Purge? The movie's like 5 years old. I'm like, there's a movie called that. He's like, what? I'm like, whatever. It's like a who's on first type situation.
Playing Battlefield 1 on an Xbox One, but then we're playing Battlefield 5 this year, so you know,
it's a DLC, man. So it's not good.
Just making fun of how no one seems to know how to. It's not hard. Like, it's really not that hard to name things. You know?
What are you talking about, man? There's a fucking iPhone called iPhone XS. Ridiculous.
The iPhone XS, iPhone. 10S, but spelled XS Max. Like, it's not hard to name things. And I just don't get it. I just like people are trying too hard. It's like, just name it the fuck what it should be. Stop trying to make us think about it.
Says the podcast who have been trying to rename ourselves for a month now.
Well, that's why we haven't picked another name, because we don't want to overthink it and have some stupid name.
What do we got next?
So now it's time for CQC, Community Question Corner. We got 2 questions, one from Nathaniel Hicks, Patreon backer. And he says, what is the updated killer app for PSVR, not PSVR, PlayStation Battle Royale? I recently was looking on the store and found a new game called Blind. Looks super cool and seems to use the platform in interesting ways.
Come out this week.
And then his subnote, he says, also there's a WB sale going on with a lot of great deals. Return to Arkham is just $8 right now. It's a good deal. I heard that game didn't run that well though. But I haven't really kept up on VR stuff, to be honest. I would still say Skyrim is a VR seller. Accounting Plus, I think all 3 of us really liked. Or I don't know, did you play Accounting Plus, Miguel?
No.
Okay, so well, Jeffrey and I really liked Accounting Plus. Job Simulator, of course. I don't know if that's
my two favorite games on the PSVR, funny enough, are both games that keep getting updated. Accounting Plus and Rec Room. Accounting Plus,
Rec Room is a great
getting
one.
new levels, and Rec Room I feel is just the VR like second life, you know, like the VR like world that you can always just jump into. There's always these fun mini games going.
We don't have VR chat on PSVR, so we have Rec Room.
Yeah, I mean, honestly,
the one that I want to get
is better than VR chat.
Is the one
Firewall.
that just came out, Firewall. Yeah,
I was gonna say there's a lot of really good buzz about Firewall. A lot of anyone that says they played it likes it that I've seen. Like I haven't really seen anyone complain about it.
Yeah, if they did a beta for that, that would have been great. Especially because it's an online game.
My
or
problem
just have it free for the weekend.
I don't know how it plays with the wands.
Like that's what I'm saying. Like they should have it free.
I don't think it plays with the wands. It's only the controller.
Yeah, the controller or the actual aim controller.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then I have to buy the aim bundle. All right.
Yeah, any game that requires a stick can't be played with the wands, which is such a
well, because for some reason I thought they did say it could be played, and I didn't like teleporting maybe, but I would want to get it with the aim controller anyway. So, but I do really want it. Miguel really wants it. Maybe one day we'll pick it up.
And then shout out to Return to Arkham. If you want to see Batman's penis, it's on the internet now, official. You guys saw that at all or no? Because I
saw the headline and I kept scrolling. I can't.
I saw the headline too many times. Like the first time I saw the headline, I'm like, I don't know what this is. Second time I saw it, I'm like, is this a meme going on? And third time, I'm like, wait, so
you had to click it.
They had to see it in the comic book.
You had to see it.
Very dark. It's very dark. If you like, it's like there's a shadow on it. So it's but funny choice. Fun choice.
So it's a dark one, or it just looks dark?
He's in a dark room and there's like a shadow. Like you know, if like you're in a dark room,
he had a dark one. Okay,
that'd be random. Yeah, a lot of.
But like, is it Batman or is it Bruce Wayne? Like, does he have the mask on and he just doesn't have any shirts on?
it's Batman. In the Batman suit. There's an extra penis on top of
no, but you know what I'm saying? Like, does he have the Batman mask on, but then the rest of him is naked? Like,
no, he's fully naked because he's doing a damage report, like a.
So he has to check if it's damaged.
Oh, like a decontamination type.
Yeah.
And our second question comes from Jake Jericho on our Facebook group, facebook.com/group/PSBestFriends. He says, hey guys, have you checked out the Dragon Prince yet? 10 minutes in and the art style is beautiful. Looks right up my alley. So I'm going to watch. I think that's a movie.
This is a Netflix show. I think this is the one by the Avatar creator.
Yes, I want to see it. I haven't watched it yet, but I do want to watch it. He also says, if not any high fantasy series you'd recommend, not Game of Thrones. LOL.
We got The Witcher coming out on Netflix. I will check out. I'm
definitely gonna check that
out. Fantasy fan, but you tell me Superman is Geralt of Rivia. I gotta check that out.
You just butchered all those words. I mean, it's not high fantasy; it's sci-fi. But Miguel and I both have mentioned numerous times how much we like Altered Carbon, so I would check that out. Yeah, high fantasy. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not into high fantasy, so I mean, I have no.
Of course, the extended editions of Lord of the Rings. You know,
true.
Did I talk about Disenchantment at all on this yet?
You did not. No. I want to start watching that.
I gave Disenchantment a try, the new Matt Groening show, which is high fantasy, but I didn't. It just wasn't that funny. But I mean, that's just my critique.
See, I like that Futurama was just kind of like dry humor sometimes, and so I'll check it out. I'm not going to dedicate a lot to it.
There weren't that many jokes. Like it was.
Like it was story driven versus like
which is like I guess it was very.
You guys saw what I sent you guys? Facebook.
Yeah, and other media news, Daredevil season 3 post.
I'm still like two episodes from season 1. Like,
dude, I mean, you're out. But season 2, the beginning of season 2 was fucking great, especially because of the Punisher. I can't wait for the 3rd season. I haven't watched.
I think my problem was that like too much Netflix shit came out all at once. I think I just need to watch Daredevil.
Daredevil was great, dude. Overall. And you saw that poster has
the poster for Daredevil season 3 in the background. It's kind of like all red, but it's Manhattan, and you could see the Avengers Tower in the background. So I don't think there's going to be any connection, honestly. I mean, I did watch most of the first season of Daredevil, and just based on,
I think that's just a way to get them to be like, "Hey, nudge, nudge, remember this thing that's sort of connected?"
Because it seems like Marvel, the company, doesn't really, or like Disney, doesn't really want to
and like, are any of these shows going to tie into the ending of Infinity War? Like, I doubt it.
No, not at all. No.
Yeah,
they don't want that at all.
They might be some cameo, maybe,
Agents of
but
S.H.I.E.L.D. might.
that'd be it.
Because that does, connect more than any of the Netflix
True.
shows. But yeah, I don't think any of the Netflix ones will tie.
And then shouts out to the reports also of Scarlet Witch and Loki getting their own miniseries.
Among others, but specifically them. I'm so excited for more Tom Hiddleston as Loki.
And that's going to be it.
Love
when I first heard that news, I'm like, with like new actors. And then like, no, the Tom Hiddleston and
That's nice.
What's his name?
Elizabeth Olsen.
Well, Olsen, yeah.
She's the third Olsen sister.
Yeah, right. That's how I was like, is she actually?
Yeah, really.
Oh,
you can't. She looks just like him. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, I know. I don't know.
The quick thing about games again. I'll go back to it real quick. There were, I guess, previews and a lot of gameplay that was shown for WWE 2K19 today, and I'm interested on it.
It looks.
The gameplay
better.
is faster, which people are saying that it makes it funner.
Yeah.
So I don't know, man. I'm thinking of getting.
It looks better. I'm not going to commit to buying it, but
I'm thinking about it. They got my
than I was.
attention. And the career mode trailer that they put out, and the stuff they recorded for like the first hour. You start as a fucking indie guy, dude.
Yeah.
The promotion is BCW. No, it's BCW. No, you start as an indie guy. You're getting it.
Oh, like and then you make like
instead of
making it to
ECW,
NXT is an
yeah.
accomplishment.
Instead of ECW is BCW, and you start like with fucking people. Like your first matches are like with like 50 people, and then there's a story that you go into NXT, and then you're trying to like move up,
trying to
shit.
make to the main roster. That I like that. That's what
cool.
we've wanted.
I'm like, they got my attention. That's for sure. The one guy that they don't have
customize all your like design and your name and like your persona.
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah. Like the story's there, so you can like change anything on the story, career wise. But yeah, you
kind of like the show, or
like you customize your player or your character or whatever, and just plays them. And
they've never had that. They never had like a.
They had it.
Switch's story.
Like they had a story before, like the last couple of years is just pretty much you create your character, you start in NXT, which is like the minor leagues, I guess, technically, and then you, yeah, it is, and then you like move to SmackDown or Raw. That's pretty much that was it, and they just a bunch of matches. There was like there wasn't a story. It was just you made your own story just because of the, I don't know, dude. It was kind of gay. It's I gotta stop using that word, but it was just dumb. Like they're going back to what it used to be. Like there was more story before, which I like.
When's this? When should we expect this?
October.
October. If you buy the deluxe edition, it's the 5th. If you buy the regular edition, is the 9th. So Friday or yeah.
And they're just showing this new mode
big
now.
heads.
Oh, they are the best at showing stuff off like right before release.
No, I mean they had talked about it that it was gonna come in. It's just they're showing like actual gameplay and stuff like that now. But
there's big head mode. I heard
there's big head mode. They fucking hilarious, dude. It's like Funko Pops, dude. It's hilarious.
That's
dude.
funny.
It's hilarious. The Undertaker, like then he has big hair and shit. Finn Balor when he comes out with the demon stuff. Like his head is really huge, and then the actual like braids or what the fuck they were called, like they're like up, dude. It's hilarious. You gotta check that out. Dude. It's hilarious. It's hilarious.
Dude, big head mode was one of my go-to cheats in NHL hits and NFL Blitz. Classics.
Like supposedly they're focusing on.
I love
fun,
big head mode in Tony Hawk.
Tony Hawk, yeah.
Spider-Man and Tony Hawk. Remember that?
Oh, one guy they're missing. Two people they're missing. In my opinion, they're big. They were missing. The first is a woman. It's called she's named Nikki Cross. She's great. She's in NXT.
Yeah, I heard she's not in it.
And
but,
the second guy, yes, the second major guy that is not there, and it blew my fucking mind when I heard Tommaso Ciampa.
He's not in it still.
He's not in it.
Oh, he was Gargano is.
He was last year, dude, and he's the fucking champ.
Unless they like try to make him like a part of one of the DLCs or something.
No, they already announced the DLC. He's not in it.
That's insane if Ciampa's not in it.
Because
Gargano's in it.
That's Dragon Ball character.
He looks like
it's like super Italian. It's like
it grabbed my attention this year. The tower stuff looks cool, but I'm not really into it. The tower stuff is pretty much like the Mortal Kombat.
I was gonna say like the MK stuff.
It seems cool, but it's like whatever. I wanted GM mode, but I guess we're not getting it anytime soon. It looks like it. It grabbed my attention, like the stuff they're changing, like to make it more fast paced, and
it seems like they're slowly building to the stuff that we want.
Yeah. Yeah, man. What was it? You want to talk about just your quick thoughts about Hell in the Cell?
I thought overall it was okay. I really liked the Joe versus AJ match. I didn't really like the ending that much.
Really? I thought it was great, dude.
See, I didn't, because it's just like clearly building to Super Showdown. It's like, I don't know.
Nowadays, you know what's happening. It's usually 3-4 matches. So
everything's building that.
It was clever how they did it, which I liked, instead of like someone getting screwed over.
Well, I liked that they had Joe react as if he won.
Yeah, like he won, and then
I did like that.
The Becky and Charlotte, dude, that was probably my match of the night.
That was, yeah, I would say probably match of the night as well. What did you think of the Jeff versus Randy match?
Oh, I thought I tuned because I was fast because I was playing Blackout, I think it was, and then you texted me something about the matches, and I'm like, wait, did it start already?
I said, I guess no Swanton off the cell. I think I said.
Oh yeah, that's what he said, and I'm like, wait, it started already? So I had to like fast forward through a lot of stuff.
Oh, but like the pre-show shit.
Yeah, and I jumped
in.
It
was New Day versus Rusev Day. Rusev Day is now over as of Raw, supposedly, because Aiden cost them the match, supposedly.
Update. I mean, the Hyperkin Duke wired controller for the Xbox One. So that's the original Xbox.
The Duke one, right? The big,
the fat Xbox.
Okay.
Original.
People really don't like it, but they like to pretend that they like it because it's like a throwback.
Is finally up for pre-order. It's $69.
Oh, really?
$69.99.
Wasn't that out like 3-4 months ago?
That's what I thought. But
I think there might be like
another sale probably.
No, this is like pre-order. I think it was
I think there's another cheaper brand that made one.
Yeah, but this is the official licensed by Xbox Duke controller. If you want to pick that up,
I don't know why anyone would want it. I'm sorry. I know it's like cool to get old
have the picture on it.
Stuff,
yeah, it's this one. It's the.
That's the one. That's the one.
Yeah, the original. Yeah.
No, but I'm saying that's the one that got released. Oh, they sent just the fucking controllers to to like IGN and GameStop. That's what it was.
Yeah.
And they showed it off.
Like preview.
You saw like preview.
And they stopped the thing because they got get money from Microsoft to like do it better or something. To have the actual branding. Yeah. Okay.
And then I guess that's about it. Oh, last news also, I forgot to mention new Dragon Ball Fighter Z character coming out. Android 17 rounds out the whole
for Dragon Ball Z, right?
Dragon Ball Fighters Z.
Okay,
yeah, I also got that from GameFly. I don't know if I mentioned that at the top of the podcast, but that is I think that's gonna easily be on my top 5. It like somehow turned made such an accessible fighting game. I said it back earlier this year, but
are you still playing
it? Yeah,
he just rebought it.
Oh, really?
Bought it after
$18 on GameFly, such a deal. I
was so hyped for that thing, dude, and then I think fighters.
The story was such a mess because you had to keep pressing the cross button. If it just auto played the story, it would have made. I know it sounds like a small issue.
Oh, the text,
but it really would have made such a difference if it just auto played the story.
Yeah, that's not how
I wanted it because of that, and then it was like, yeah.
Because naturally, I would just start mashing the button when they leave it like up to me. I just start mashing the button, and I don't.
Yeah. You have to get that timer when it's like the text has been the sentence is over, and then you can't even time it right because it's like, oh shit, that one was supposed to have a pause before the next sentence.
Yeah, sure. I love that. Do you want to just real quick kind of preview what we think are roughly going to be like our top 5 so far for the year? Doesn't have to be exactly 5. You can't think of more than 5. No order.
Even games that we haven't played or games that we played.
No, of what we have played. Just a quick so far.
Didn't we do that the other week?
I don't think so.
I thought we did.
I think we mentioned like
I mentioned it that we should bring it up, but we didn't do
it was I made a post in the Facebook group actually about that.
Oh, that's what it was. Okay.
Yeah, why don't we just real quick?
Yes, I have God of War. Actually get it right now real quick. You guys give yours.
Anthony,
Yeah,
go
I have
ahead because he just
God
brought it
of
up and I
War,
can-
God of War, Celeste, Moss, A Way Out.
Celeste, interesting.
No, take out A Way Out, Spider-Man, and we're not doing DLC, so Forsaken's not being counted, and then Dragon Ball Fighters as 5. So Fighters, Celeste, Moss, God of War, Spider-Man, as of now.
Celeste was in my top 5, and I think it got bumped out by The Messenger. So I will go God of War, Spider-Man, The Messenger, Shadow of the Colossus, and what's the 5th thing? Miguel, you go. I'll think of the last thing.
Well, while you think about it, let me also read some of our community's top 5s. Landon Tyler Cook. This is on August 30th, so before Spider-Man, before Landon had a chance to write Spider-Man. Hollow Knight, Owlboy, God of War, Overcooked 2. Still need to play that. And Far Cry 5. And then Jake is giving it to Divinity Original Sin 2, Ni no Kuni 2. I enjoyed Ni no Kuni 2 earlier this year as well. God of War, Digimon, Hacker's Memory, Yakuza 6, and Dragon Quest 11 comes out Tuesday. I'm sure that this will make it into my top 5, so I assume that's up there.
I really want to give Dragon Quest a shot. I just know that I do not have the time for it.
Yeah, it's a sync. Miguel, what do you got? What do you got? Top 5 so far?
Not in order because I can't. No.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, no, not in order.
But for sure, God of War is there. Like, fuck, that's gonna be. If I'm gonna put a number in that, that's my number 1 right now.
Okay, that's fair. I can understand that.
Yeah. I got that. I'm gonna put in. I haven't finished it, but Tomb Raider, Shadow of the Tomb Raider, is gonna be there, bro. It just is grabbing me that much right now. We'll see by the end of the year. Can we count Black Ops 4 because we already played it?
We did pretty much play like 2/3 of the game.
Because that's gonna be on my thing, dude. Other than that, I can't think of actual.
Detroit, you played Detroit or?
I haven't. I want to play it. I'll probably pick that up.
Detroit.
I probably pick it up when on Black Friday. So I'm sure it's gonna be like $25, and it might be in there. We'll see.
See. I'm hesitant to put Octopath Traveler on it because I haven't beaten it yet. But it's so long. Like I have like 15 hours in it, so it's like I feel like I've played it enough to judge it. You know what I mean? But I'm not. Sure.
I can't think.
I'll sit on Octopath Traveler.
Oh, Guacamelee, it's not there.
I would maybe put. See, I'm so torn because like I kind of want to put Celeste and Dead Cells in there. I don't know which I like more. I would maybe go.
I mean, you got a couple more games that are gonna come out. So
that's what I'm saying. Just like right now,
I know Red Dead is gonna be there for
would
me.
be between Celeste and Dead Cells. I think.
Yeah, Red Dead and Black Ops 4, I think, are being both of our lists, Miguel.
Yeah.
And God of War,
Black Ops 4, I think is gonna be.
God of War. I think the God of War, I think is gonna be in all of our lists for sure.
God of War,
and I think Call of Duty Black Ops 4, I think is gonna be in all of our.
As long as
lists.
they don't really fuck it up, I think all three of us will agree.
Those 2 games are gonna be in there. I think
might be in our top 5. I feel like multiplayer games don't really ever.
No, a Call of Duty game
specifically
for a while haven't been like in the top, like even 10. Yeah. So
it has forgetting Hitman 2 is this year. I might wait on Hitman 2 to be honest.
Oh, that's right. That's
not even because I'm not excited, but because I'm still having fun with season 1 of Hitman, and there's so much stuff coming out.
Was Fortnite Save the World ever released yet?
No, it's still not free.
I mean, if you're saying
it's
free,
released,
it was gonna be summer, and it's almost technically not gonna be.
Yeah, no, I just thought about
anymore about
like, could that be up for Game of the Year and like Game Awards shit? You know, like
Fortnite Battle Royale is technically in beta still. Technically,
interesting. We'll have to see about
that's true.
Because I mean, I could see so many like outlets argue for that, like just because based on how much hours they put in March and shit. You know,
could not be eligible, but whatever.
We'll have to see. But yeah,
it's just crazy. Like PUBG was basically done for like a year, but because it technically wasn't out of early access, people would refuse to consider it. And like literally all they did was like change the file name when they released it as like the full version. And people were like, okay, now we can count it. It's like, it's such a stupid like parameter for like counting a game as a game of the year.
Semantics. But yeah, I think that's it. That's any other last comments? I think we're rounding out this juiced out episode.
Yeah, I think that's it. A lot of fun stuff. Jake, I will think of more high fantasy stuff for next week. I just can't think of anything right now. But yeah, check out Altered Carbon if you like sci-fi. This has been PS Best Friends episode 70. Jeffrey, before we go, would you like to give our Patreon shout-outs if you back us for $2 or more on patreon.com/PS Best Friends?
Shouts out to Jake Mawar, Nathaniel Nix, and Jack Tersey. Thank you for supporting us. We appreciate it and love you.
And Miguel, where can people find you?
People can find me at PlayStation Network at Dark Angel 1010 and at Twitter at Angel Alvarez 10 with a J.
And Jeffrey?
You can find me on Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube, Mr. Brawl96, and PSN playing tons of Destiny at Brawl96. Pretty sure I'm actually going to be playing alongside the Irrational Passion guys, Alex O'Neill, friends of the Kind of Funny Extended Universe, doing the Destiny 2 Forsaken raid on Sunday. So if you want to check that out, we'll be streaming that over on twitch.tv/PS.
So you're pretty much probably going to carry them because they're really low.
Yeah, we'll have to see if they can make it up to 535. If everyone's at 535, I don't think I'm even going to try it, honestly.
Not even worth doing it just for the publicity.
We'll see. We'll see.
And you can also find me on PSN, Xbox Live, Never, and Steam at The Only X188. That's ONE numbers 88. You can also find me on BattleNet at The Only X1, hashtag pound symbol, whatever you want to call it, 1470. Also, please don't forget to give us a 5-star rating on Apple Podcasts as well as your podcast app of choice. That really helps us out, gets us up the charts, which gets more listeners, which gets more people in the Facebook group, which is facebook.com/groups/PSBestFriends. Where you can give us more questions every week. Thank you for listening in. Again, this has been PS Best Friends episode 70, and we will catch you all next week.
Peace.
Ooh, good timing.
We always nailed that, bro. We always nailed it.
I feel like that's the best you've done it in recent.
I thought we nailed that last week, too. Pretty good.